So, Daniel,
Nick.
you went on a boys' trip this weekend.
Sure
A boys'
did.
trip I was not invited to, mind you. Danny, being Daniel Motta, as he is, has
Stop
the capacity
screaming.
to invite me to truly whatever he wants. I will scream as much.
This is the loudest you've ever been.
Yeah, because how often do I post thirst traps while I'm out of your reach, Daniel?
Every time I post one.
Wait, what?
You so frequently follow up my thirst traps with thirst traps of your own.
This isn't behavior that I was fully aware of. Please,
Dorothy's aware of it too.
divulge this information. This is a trend I was unaware of.
Dorothy, Sarah, and I have all talked about it. How when I post a thirst trap, you will very within quick succession then post a thirst trap.
What is quick succession?
A day or two?
Day or two?
Yeah.
That feels too close. Maybe it's because I spend so much time looking at it, and I'm like, I should be shirtless. Because I'm on like hour 6 of looking at it, and I'm like, well, I also have the ability to be shirtless.
Yeah,
you know?
you're like, they think this is what a man looks like?
Yeah, I've dried my balls out, and I'm like, it's time to show the world what a real man looks like.
Yeah, you're
covered
like,
in anime tattoos.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Oh, listen, I've been getting plenty of loads of you, so I decided to give him one of mine. Oh, there you go.
What is happening?
There's furniture being delivered to my crack house.
But yes, I was on a boys' trip, and Nick got so offended that he wasn't invited on this trip, as if I
just want to be closer to Josh, honestly. It has nothing to do with Danny. I love Josh. I don't see him enough.
Yeah, as if I orchestrated it. I was invited to a ski trip. And also, first off, awful at snowboarding.
I've seen it firsthand. You weren't that bad. You're not good by any
I was
means.
worse this time. This is a much harder mountain.
You haven't been in like 3 years. That also super doesn't help.
Yeah, I was way worse this time. Went to Mammoth Mountain.
Yeah.
Wicked hard.
Yeah. Huge mountain.
Ginormo mountain.
You also went after a huge snowstorm.
Yes. yeah, we did. But I was invited, and the whole time leading up to it, I was like, guys, I will only come on the ski trip if you promise me no one will hang back and ski slowly while I tumble down the mountain.
Oh, cool. So you got to hang out with the boys, i.e. be terrified on top of a 6,000-foot vertical gain mountain being like, yeah, it says blue square, but I'm not making it down this.
Yeah. Well, what sucks about this mountain, too, is that it's like a choose-your-own-adventure mountain.
As most mountains are. That's why they have paths.
I don't know. On Big Bear, the lanes I went down were just like, if you start at a blue square or at a green circle, it ends as a green circle.
There's no fork in the road kind of situation.
There's no fucking quick time events intermittently.
First off, you're never snowboarding fast enough for it to be a quick time event, all right?
I disagree.
You're going down 6 falls from every fork you see in the road.
I'm going down perfectly horizontal, screaming as I'm in my full
How do I pizza?
Yes, as I'm going down in my iconic question mark spined position.
You're just shrimping it.
And I'm just shrimping it down. And I see a fork in the road, and it's green circle to the left, black diamond to the right, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like a lollipop, and you probably won't make it. Yeah, and you're like, a lollipop, I guess.
I'm like Tina from Bob's Burgers trying to learn how to drive.
Tina the pole. Tina the pole. You got a lot of time.
But anyway, and my wrist, I just have an old man wrist now.
Yeah.
Where anytime
years of reverse gripping it.
Just in that reverse claw.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Sometimes you gotta switch it up.
I have an old man wrist now from boxing. And so just anytime I fall, it just comes crashing down on my wrist.
Yep.
And then falling while you're skiing, if no one's ever been, is two folds of terrifying. Because one, there's the fall.
There is the fall, yes.
Which is scary. And then two, once you finally get out of that Call of Duty cutscene, and you're up and you're looking around, you're like, someone's about to saw me in half at 80 miles an hour.
There's a somehow worse skier behind you, just with no speed control whatsoever.
I'm just waiting to turn around and see a ski detached from a man come and javelin me in the throat.
And just Final Destination, but somehow more expensive. And you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I've had people who have been very injured on the mountain before, sue the people who hit them, tons of money.
Wow.
You get, dude, ski injuries, it's a whole platform for lawyers, dude. There's literally lawyers dedicated to just ski injuries because occasionally someone would be going 45 miles down a mountain and with a fucking razor blade taped to both of their feet, and they just dust somebody and break both their legs.
God.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who got a slipped disc, permanent back pain from getting absolutely bent over by a snowboarder, $1 million settlement.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, you can ruin somebody's life on a mountain.
I bet. And you feel that every second you're going down. I'm someone's life is gonna get ruined as a result of
You're
my
never
activity.
you're never going fast enough unless somebody like really hits like in an action movie when like somebody pushes a head through a window and then like rubs their neck on the broken glass. You would have to do that with your snowboard.
Well, the fact that I'm going slow also scares me because I'm waiting for like if I'm going slow around a corner, I'm like someone's gonna zip through and just like bisect me right now.
Yeah, that would have been me if I was there, honestly.
Yeah. But so anyway, yeah, leading up to it, I told all of my friends like, look, the second we get on the mountain, like we'll all do the chairlift together, we'll drive up together, abandon me.
Yeah.
I will feel so much worse knowing someone has to stop and turn around every
100%.
couple of feet.
And this is why I was getting live update texts from Danny. Is he was telling me like how things were going. He was like alone on the mountain, cold, not having fun. This mountain's too hard. And I know just somewhere Danny's like pulled off his mittens with his clubs as he's sitting next to like a school of children who also can't make it down.
I was texting you in like a carved out snowbank that I made like by the little lodge because all the seats were taken.
Oh, no.
I made a little den. I was in a
You
little
were at the lodge by yourself.
I was in a little den. It was like they have like checkpoint lodges.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like the base camp one. I went down the scariest run I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
And then like carved out a little igloo and was like crushing through audiobook chapters while I text Nick being like, come get me, they're drinking.
they have beers, they want to go again.
Yeah, and then intermittently my friends would just like skid by and be like, hey, another fireball? And I'm like,
You're just throwing them at 7-year-olds as they go by, like, it'll warm you up.
oh, dude, you know my preferred method of drinking these days. Is taking
Just
shots.
as many vodka shots as you can possibly get, so you have to spend the least amount of time actually drinking a thing.
Exactly. And I've never thrown up. Doing a fucking, not Red Bull.
Fireball?
A fireball?
Oh, yeah.
Closest I've ever gotten to throwing up. Every time I do a fireball.
Fireball on a mountain hits, dude. Hits like the first hit of meth on a long weekend. Oh, my God. Fireball on the mountain, you're lucky they didn't have Jaeger.
I guess.
Because also, I mean, we'll just bring bottles of Jaeger, like glass bottles with us and just pull, like we're fucking German hunters. It's great.
But anyway.
God, skiing drunk is fun.
So I told them, yeah, that is fun. I told them, abandon me. And then also I was like, I'll probably only ski or snowboard on Friday. And then Saturday, I'll get some work done and hang out at the Airbnb. And they were all like, all right, well, you better have something nice for us to look at, you little snow bunny, when we get back on Saturday. Like, they were all like, oh.
I understand, yeah.
Yeah, you should get a little maid outfit, clean up, tidy up for us, have a little dinner ready.
Yeah.
So, leading into my Instagram post, which everyone's being far too dramatic about.
I feel as though I was the standard amount of dramatic. I was the standard amount. I was like, I just know people are going to ask. No, I'm not there.
Right. Yeah, everyone who has like commented about it in video form thinks you caused me to put on the outfit and post the picture.
I have been seeing that a lot, and I'm like, this is very clearly a mirror selfie. And also, have you guys ever seen me convince Danny to do anything? Like both of you to assume I could push Danny in any which way direction.
But yeah, so
We have a podcast burro, and it's this guy right here, stubborn as an ass.
I put on a saucy little number. It's a bow tie, and
that's it.
And pretty much
and a smaller bow tie.
It's a bow tie, and then a like strap that goes from the bow tie to a little like banana hammock that covers half of my ball sack.
So you get one ball.
You get a whole ball in there.
That's better coverage than I do most of the time.
Yeah. And then to answer the first question everybody on Boys Trip had, yes, it's completely assless.
So you're like, oops, I dropped this. And they're like, that's your fucking asshole.
The worst part is they all came back from the trip like one at a time. So it'd be like one dude comes up and I'm like, oh, hey there, big boy. And then I'm like, he laughs. We do a couple bits. And then I'm like, so where's the rest of them? And it's like, oh, they're on their way. And then I'm just standing there at the kitchen counter like, snow is good today. As my cheeks are being flossed by this fucking outfit.
He's like starts taking off like his snow gear, and you're like, it's getting a little tight, actually. It's like, I'll go to the bathroom for a while. I'll wait for other people to get here. Yeah. I really wish like there was one like me equivalent on the trip where it was like, oh hey, this is my friend, this is my roommate. I want to bring him to Mammoth, and he's just the first guy, and you're like, sup, bud? Good turns today, my guy. Oh my God.
I was like behind that kitchen counter for like a full hour 98% naked, waiting for each of them to come. And then one of them comes in, my friend Joe, and he's like, oh my God, wait, I gotta drive this guy home. Don't change. Leaves for an hour. Leaves for an extra hour. Everyone's watching The Phantom Menace in the living room. I can't because no one wants me to sit down on anything.
Incredibly fair. He's just rubbing raw ass cheek on a $3,000 leather couch.
I'm just like in the kitchen like a smoking bartender, like popping Oreos and catching up on Frieren.
Yeah, you're just like, getting too fucking old for this job. Tits are starting to sag.
Yeah. I was like watching Frieren with an AirPod in, just being like, one's good this week.
Yeah, that's fucking so funny, dude. That's awesome. He comes back, like, you can get changed. He's like, you fucking listen to me? You're still in it? That's awesome. So yes, everybody loves it. Everybody loved it. I thought it was fantastic. My weekend wasn't nearly as profound. I went out drinking on Friday because Dorothy wanted to go out drinking on Friday, and then we got home. And I went, babe, I want Taco Bell. And then she was like, okay. And I was like, I'm going to go shower. And she came up 20 minutes later, and I was naked asleep in bed by myself. And she was like, you just put yourself to bed. I was like, I do not remember doing that.
Dude, that happened to me after the boxing match, where I got home, and I was like concussed and fucking starting to feel all of the damage that had been wrought upon me. And I was like, I need Burger King. And
I need Burger King.
Sarah's like, I'll get you Burger King. And then I like was laying face down on the bed, and she's like, do you want a drink? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, what do you want for a drink? And I was like, I failed. Such a face down.
It's like, do you like some Mountain Dew or? Oh fuck! Oh, it's great.
I was like, I embarrassed myself.
Oh fuck!
She was like,
it's so funny. I like to think you're like Luffy with milk. If you had gotten that Burger King, your injuries just would have gone away. Oh god!
All my muscles would have popped back.
Yeah, literally just snap back into place.
And she's like, so you don't want Burger King? And I'm like, why are you talking about Burger King?
Just start fucking throwing a tantrum.
I just woke up with like a half-eaten Whopper in like the pillow next to me.
In one hand here, like TikTok at night. Oh, that's so funny. Before we get into all that, I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's episode, Factor. Well, the days are getting longer. It doesn't feel like they're getting any warmer. And the dark and the cold can make it hard to remember the big goals you set for yourself at the beginning of the year. And it can make it especially hard to find time to cook for yourself. Fortunately, that's where Factor comes in. Factor makes eating healthy easy, with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs, so you get to eat well without cooking, planning, or cleaning up. See, Factor focuses on including quality and functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats. And with 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious all throughout your winter, Factor wants to make sure that you never feel bored with what you're getting delivered to your door each week. And whether you're looking for high protein, calorie smart, GLP-1 friendly, Mediterranean, or ready-to-eat diets, Factor's got you covered. And when all of that comes in fresh, never frozen meals that are just ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, Factor prides itself on no prep, no stress, and no looking back for you once you get started. So what are you waiting for? Head to factormeals.com/utakus50off and use code utakus50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies with plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription still active. My cold opening was supposed to, before you posted that thirst trap, it's supposed to be our favorite TV shows ended. The greatest anime ever created is coming to an end after 3 full seasons. What is it? Guess in the chat in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you guessed right. It's Smiling Friends.
You know what's crazy? Do you remember last week on the pod when you went, man, they gotta make like 6 more seasons of that?
Yes.
Literally last week you said that about Smiling
And then
Friends.
Zach Hadel like watched the podcast. He was like, can't do it.
Yeah.
You're not getting 9 seasons of Pim and fucking Charlie out of me.
Do you think it's a bit? Because I don't know.
I don't trust, dude. I'm starting to get into like conspiracy theory brain.
Because of Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey's not fucking real. Like BB No Money is coming back or is already back. And I'm like, I'm starting to get like internet savvy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Because like they're like, oh, we're burnt out. And it's like, Why? It seems fun.
I know.
It seems like so much fun. It's the most successful thing you've ever done.
It seems like a great time. They got renewed for 2 seasons. Yeah. Like, for 2 more
They're
seasons.
probably making so much goddamn money.
They're making so much
They're
goddamn money.
2 best friends working on a thing together. That seems great.
The fact that I'm so close with Baby No Money's management team also has my conspiracy theory hat on because like anytime he pulled that stunt, Xander and I did the like, oh, like come see Danny Motta hate Xander Smalls. Like that management team loves lying to people.
I was gonna say just lying. I saw you trying to like how to like creatively rebrand it. No, just lie.
Yeah, they love just lying and being like, oh, like I'm leaving music forever. Like when Baby No Money was leaving music forever. And I was seeing videos of people being like, this is what's wrong with the internet. You bullied him off of it. I was like, oh my God, people think this isn't a marketing thing.
100%, yeah.
And so now I'm like, I don't know. I think maybe this is marketing, but I can't tell.
I hope it is at the end of the day, because 3 seasons isn't enough. And like, yeah, they did already get renewed. It's like, well, fuck, at least finish your contract or something.
You gotta watch Haha You Clowns. That's a good replacement.
What is Haha You Clowns?
You're gonna hate what it looks like. I'll tell you right now. It's the opposite of Men's Warehouse.
You're
gonna hate the way it looks.
Is this one with those are well-raised boys?
Yeah,
that one?
yeah.
Yeah. I've seen this, and then there's also the Australian Sasquatch one.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I hate how all these things look, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I would probably love the humor.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm the most sober person watching them. Danny, let's talk about episode 9 of season 2 of Boku no Hero Academia. Heroes Illegalis, I believe, is the Japanese name. And if you're wondering why me and Danny aren't talking about anime yet, it's because we're conflicted about anime this week. It's because we had a real big conflict in terms of what we should talk about, what approaches we should take, and all that. Are we gonna talk about it? Do we want to talk about it?
We'll talk about it. We have to.
We have to. We
literally have to.
It's literally our job to talk about it. But all right,
I'm not looking forward to it.
In our standard anime, like we're doing from worst to best kind of situation here. Our worst is what? Vigilantes?
Yeah, I think you know.
I think it's vigilantes because man, oh man, I am not happy to be back with Koichi and Pop Step, dude. My literal first note on this was like, I can't believe the first episode we get back from Aizawa's backstory is a Christmas party at the fucking. We have spent more time at the. You would think it was a real department store. Like it was like a Pizza Hut funding fucking code kiosk. Like I was like, is this a real department store trying to get me to go to try and like visit Pop Step or something? Because we spend. It's like Macy's Day Parade every fucking day in this show that isn't some of the most compelling backstory about beloved characters in MHA, and I do not get it.
I know, it's turned into like an event organization anime.
I literally said, I said every episode they're organizing some kind of event. Why is the girl fucking click-clacking on her computer one of the main characters?
I don't know.
I don't remember her name. I remember her name because her job is to manage a hero from America who's barely in the story.
Oh, the journalist one.
The journalist lady.
Yeah, I don't know her name. The stuff with like Captain America or whatever.
Captain Celebrity.
Captain Celebrity was fine because he's pretty fun just as a concept, and that he's like gets into actual real world like Me Too ass scandals, which is crazy.
They also take the weirdest approach to it where they're like, there's this disgraced American hero who's basically had to leave America because he's like been caught in so many court cases, like objectively fondling women, and then they're like, you wouldn't be like, we got all these cases rebuked, and you're like, is this the point we're trying to make?
Yeah, right. Like
they're like, either bad litigation or honeypots, and he's an easy target. And I was like, are we saying he's the victim here?
I know, it's weird that, like, it's so bold of them to have approached that. It is hot in here, isn't it? It is hot in here. It was so bold of them to approach that topic, and Vigilantes has been, like, approaching topics that My Hero not, like, wouldn't, but, like, where it's like, yeah, they're talking about, like, Viagra and shit. Like, Vigilantes will every now and then talk about something so real it almost feels like a fourth wall break.
Yes.
But they have nothing to say about it. It's not like commentary.
Or like when they do commentary on it, you're like, oh, missed mark by like 30%.
Yeah, it's really, Vigilantes is such a weird show except when it was last week's episode against a giant frog.
Yeah, exactly. Like last week's episode, anytime we're just not with Koichi and Pop Step, like I literally feel like an actual like the wind leaves my sails when I see Koichi, the crawler, pop onto the screen. I'm like, literally anybody else.
I know it sucks because that was the actual opposite, where I was like, hey, get away from like Aizawa and all of these other established heroes. It's Vigilantes. Show me the Vigilantes. And now I'm like, now that we're back with the main characters, I'm like, You got nothing for them to do?
No, they're still just fighting. Like the Scar Man just appears occasionally, and he's just like using Nomus to try and blow up Captain Celebrity. It's like, dude, he's going back to America, or you do not need to. He's not your number one hero. Like he's not your number one issue. He's literally trying to get back to his kids. Kill the vigilantes, who mind you, everyone knows about. They're actively working with heroes, and everyone's just like.
Yeah, there's no consequences to being a vigilante.
None whatsoever. And he's like, oh, I can't go fast because I'm not wearing my outfit. Still using his quirk, unregulated, flying through the streets. Popstep's hopping around, just like bare face.
Yeah.
All illegal. You can't use your quirk if you're not a hero. That's the way it works at MHA.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's not bad, but like also I was baffled, absolutely baffled when like there's the 3 kids, you know, when they're done doing Captain Celebrity's like Christmas party or whatever, and then they just load 3 children into the back of a taxi, and like Miss Midnight's or somebody's like, oh, you know, it's your job to get him home now.
Yeah, right.
Only in fucking Japan could you pull that off. You load 3 unattended children to the backseat of a taxi, and you're like,
yeah.
All right, see you later. Fucking dead. All of them gone.
It's like that show, I think it was either China or Japan, where it was just like little kids, like actual 3-year-olds getting sent to the grocery store
100%.
with like a list stapled to their forehead.
It's literally, there was a social media phenomenon basically in China where they would take, there's like these like kind of like POV cameras where it's like you wear like a magnet necklace and you just slap the camera on there, or they put it like on their hat. And then, yeah, they just send them on tasks. Yeah. They send them to go do tasks. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, do people help them? Are they able to figure it out because they're so young kind of situation? And they made a TV show out of it. Yeah, that's how safe children are in Asia.
I think it's called Old Enough.
That's what it is. Yeah. Which is also, ironically, how MHA feels about Popstep. I'm getting a call from my fiance. 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, gang. Dealing with a crack house here. But yeah, so the vigilantes more like hold vigil and I'll plan it for 3.5 episodes here.
Not bad.
Not
bad.
On the spot like that, I'm going, listen, I got to get back into the pocket here. The call interrupted my flow.
Yeah, that was episode 9 of season 2 of Vigilantes.
The episode, is that really what it is?
I looked it up.
Okay, why?
We should start these segments by saying what episode it
Okay,
is.
that was
This will be very confusing to people watching like a year from now.
Hey, Danny, let's talk about episode 9 of season 2 of My Hero Academia, Vigilantes.
Why? How are you going to make fun of me?
That's for Stank put at the beginning.
Fine. All right, fine. Good.
I'm trying. Do you want me to do more authentic?
Yeah.
Danny, let's talk about episode 9 of season 2 of Boku no Hero Academia. Heroes Illegalists, I believe, is the Japanese name.
And then you went with Spanish.
I genuinely think there's like the word illegal thrown in there in Japanese somehow. But yes, so that's Vigilantes. Yeah. I don't know what you guys want from us.
I got like nothing to talk about with it.
It was fun. The end was fun. I like that Scarred Man's going after Captain Celebrity. That was like a fun sequence. I like seeing him save him. The explanation on how his ability works. He's got like an aerodynamic bubble.
Yeah.
He can share with the people around him, which is basically just like Gojo's Infinity. Like he can just protect himself from the elements and explosions with a bubble.
Yeah, it's got like a weird like Star Warsian shield.
He's just flying around with midichlorians, which I guess Jedi do all the time, especially if you're Padme? No. Leia. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, she does do that.
Everyone loved it when she did it too, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone, when I saw it in theaters, standing applause.
Universally beloved.
It was, oh my God, dude. And then like she flew, and then there was like Cal Kestis or whatever his name was. It was like, she flies now. It was really good stuff.
That's where that quote's from. Yeah, they saw Leia scooting across space. And like, they fly now.
She flies now. Next up after Vigilantes in terms of second worst episode of the week. Man, it's definitely not Hell's Paradise. I'll tell you that right now.
Stop doing this.
What do you mean?
Stop spoiling what the best one will be.
I just liked Hell's Paradise. I'm going from the bottom to the top of my notes, and I'm talking because if you don't talk, I'm going to keep talking,
Can you imagine, though, if you're watching a Watch Mojo top 10, and it's like, top 10 best horror games.
Yeah.
Number 10, let's see. Well, it's not Silent Hill 2, not yet at least. Not Resident Evil 4. That's probably going to be number 2 or 1.
Actually, I think that would, let me check my list. That is number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, number 10 is My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, the anime. What the fuck? All right, come back in a week. No, I can't imagine watching.
Is that real?
My Little Sister Can't Be That Cute. Real anime.
Rats.
Not even a real manga. Got an anime. Plenty of manga.
Damn it, Japan.
Yeah, Kagurabachi still doesn't have an anime. They're cooking it up. My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. I think it got a second season.
To be fair, how hard could that be to animate? Just a bunch of people standing around talking?
Well, fair, but like also you have to find enough people like morally corrupt enough to animate it. You know, I'd be like, fucking sure. I just got done working on, like hentai. I might as well pop into the legal space.
I know what they pay animators out there. It has nothing to do with morals. That's desperation.
I was gonna say, do you think like the more like morally misaligned from society the anime is, the better the pay?
No, well, that can't be right because they got to be easier to animate, right?
You would think.
I would assume it's still how hard the physical work is.
There is that, but maybe, maybe. Listen, unfortunately, neither of us know the level of animation of My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute because we haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do motherfucking...
I also don't really know.
Do we just do Fire Force?
I think it's probably Sentenced to Be a Hero this
Let's
week.
do Sentenced to Be a Hero then.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay, let's do Sentenced to Be a Hero. Boy, oh boy, do I not remember what the fuck this episode was about. Oh, that's because it was another harem episode. That's what it was.
It's not true.
No?
What are you talking about?
Dragons.
Why are you trying to make this show weird?
Is every hero just doomed? We got backstories. It was a backstory episode where we got the backstory of Jace and Dota. That's what it was. We saw
Well, not Jace.
We didn't see Jace's backstory?
I don't think so.
It was kind of about Jace, though, because the reason that Dota got turned into a hero, he was sentenced to be a hero, if you shall, is because he learned something about how the royal family was treating Jace, which led to his rebellion.
No, I thought it was...
He was like, talking about the Crown Prince, which is what Jace was, the Crown Prince.
Oh.
Jace was the prince.
Oh.
Yeah. Dota and Jace, I think, know each other. I don't
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, haven't read the manga.
Yeah.
But Dota found something. Dota was like a thief that was like in the royal state, and then Jace tried to get him to help, and apparently the royal family was abusing Jace, which is probably why Jace did Jace's rebellion, and Dota found out about it.
Well, Jace did Jace's rebellion also because of the dragon.
Well, also because everyone was like, you
wants
can't
to fuck the dragon.
You can't fuck that dragon. He was like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna light you on fire, actually. I'm gonna use my dragon girlfriend to kill you.
Yeah.
So I think Dota found something out about Jace's backstory and why he was being abused by the royal family. And they did, and the higher ups did the best possible thing. They're like, this guy, he's got incriminating evidence about the royal family. You know what we should do? We could kill him.
Yeah.
We could kill. No one would disagree with us killing him. Let's make him immortal.
Yeah, let's make him immortal.
Let's make him immortal. And hold up. More ideas coming. Superpowers.
Yeah.
Let's give him superpowers.
You know what? Let's give him a job in the military, so he's constantly around all of the secret intel.
And then, guys, you guys are gonna love this one. Let's add Jason there. Let's put them right next to each other so they can talk about what they saw in the royal family. It's flowing to me.
Well, at the end of Dota's, maybe I got mixed up.
Every time we say Dota, I just think about fucking Dota.
Dota 2.
Yeah.
I guess I got mixed up with what was going down because at the end of Dota's little backstory, he's like, "I will kill the prince." Does he say that?
I don't remember that.
I thought he shouts that.
Does he say that?
This is episode what?
I
don't know why.
8 probably. No,
8.
I said I have a note of 2 straight episodes of romancing Xylo. This is very much a romance-centric episode. They're building out the love connection between Xylo and the Holy Knight, whose name starts with a P. I think I remember. Papusia.
I swear I'll kill the prince no matter what. Chat, can you help us?
I don't think we know what the fuck. Well, listen, they may not know what they're talking about either. That's the thing.
I thought the prince set him up and was like, this would be very
Could have
berserk.
been another prince.
I thought it was another prince. I thought a prince set him up, and again, this would be very berserk, where the prince was like, hey, help me escape. And then they're going through, and then they catch Dota, because then Dota's like, no, the prince wanted this. And they're like, we just talked to the prince. He said this, he's never met you before.
Oh.
And then, so, for whatever reason, the prince set him up. I thought. What's going on? Subtitles say save. Subtitles say I will save the prince.
Which is very different from kill.
What the fuck?
Very about as
in English. So why did the English say kill?
Well, so Crunchyroll does AI captioning for all of their subtitles.
100% the prince is a prisoner and not Jace.
Oh?
Subtitles say save. How dare you, Nick?
How dare I what?
You're being wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean fucking you guys should be used to that by now.
And he's not the dragon guy. That's so weird. Let me see. That's so weird. Because he so says kill.
This is a actual huge point of contention because to me it seemed like Dota was trying to save the prince.
I guess he is, if the subtitles say that.
Yeah, I think Dota's trying to save the prince. Him trying to kill the prince wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for like him.
Dude, they love monsters. I swear I'll steal the prince.
Okay, so steal the prince means like from the royal family. That's like a save.
So safe.
Okay.
Okay. Every episode of Sentenced to Be a Hero loves having a bit where they're like, normally you'd be sentenced to death, but we have something far worse in store.
As they slap their 2 feet together with a belt from behind, they're like, princess?
And they're always like, fucking, what do you mean? It's like, you'll be sentenced to be a hero.
Bro.
They do it every episode as if it's gonna be a new type of sentence.
Every single time I'm surprised they're not like, fucking awesome. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if it was death or, hey, you get to be a soldier for the rest of your life, I'll outlive this kingdom. Yeah. You're making me immortal. I will outlive you. Every judicial system that is set up, people being sentenced to be a hero, you're giving me superpowers. Yeah, I'll take that over death every day of the week.
I don't know if you don't age, though. They bring you back when you die, is the bit.
Yes.
So if they just stop doing that, you know?
So you think they're getting older?
Maybe.
I
think they could.
They probably maybe could, I guess. But then, okay, cool. So you just live out the rest of your life as a soldier that can't die?
Yeah.
Also not bad.
Yeah,
it's substantially better than death, I would say.
Every time you die, you become more insane.
Well,
like that dude with the
But
axe.
also, have you considered that...
Don't die.
I'm fucking...
Oh.
Back up!
Oh.
Back up! Oh. Back up! Back up! That's me, baby. I'm Xylo 4 Barts, whose last name I remembered for some reason.
I hate his last name.
4 Barts is not... Yeah, 4 farts. Dude, I'm Xylo 4 Bartin' it.
Did you like the big Gatling gun?
Oh, dude, a magical Lewis gun. Just use bullets. At this point, if we're just pumping out electricity, crank-powered electricity bullets, just how have we not figured out black powder yet? We have to have it.
How's there no gunpowder?
There's no gunpowder, but we're cranking out. Like, why is the yellow electricity bullets fucking crank-powered? Like, once you lock that in, you should just be able to, like, once human contact fires it.
I guess it's to spin the barrel? No, it's not barrel-based.
I found that so funny. I was like, they get a Lewis gun, great idea. Fantastic idea. But then it's like, hey, there's a Holy Knight captain in there and the guy who just killed a demon blight by himself. Let's send 3 kids with butter knives. Like, do they think that was gonna fucking work?
That's like in every, like, Assassin's Creed game where you have just carved your way through half of Florence and then they're like, Bill and Christopher, stop him.
Go. Bill, you're a little bit bigger than all of the people who just cut in half. Sure, there were 17 of them, but you have a heavier sword. And it's like, oh, fuck, there's still the letter Y appears above your head when you try to swing a blade at me, Bill.
Yeah.
No, it was absolutely ridiculous. But they're definitely doing a romancing thing here. They're building up a connection between, you know, I really am not remembering her name. Holy Knight.
The general woman?
The general woman who's like a tsundere, and she's like, no, I'm not cute.
Yeah.
Unless, and then there's the fiance, who I cannot believe you do not find attractive.
It's just a very regular looking
dual blading, like we're talking like wood elf type beat. Oh my god, that is my vibe.
She's cool. If anime is the medium we're talking within, this is the most, like, I don't even remember what she looks like now, this is 2 episodes in.
I think I got on World of Warcraft too early. Like substantially. Like I should have been on RuneScape longer. Yeah. And then I immediately went Alliance because the horde is for yucky weirdos.
For sure.
And then I was like, what's the coolest thing on the side of the Alliance? And this was right when Night Elves had come out. And I was like, Night Elves. And then I realized if you play a girl character, you can just put her in her underwear. And I was like 8. And you had like little dance emotes. And I just went to like dance parties at Night Elf houses, dude.
You're in RP servers.
I was literally in RP servers just using my high-pitched voice, dude. I got into Night Elves real early. So like elfy girls, big for me. Bigly.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, so fun episode. I guess we're building out. What are they trying to do right now? They're trying to There's a guy in a hotel.
The guild's fucking
the Adventurers Guild are probably the people who pay the adventurers to attack.
Yeah, they got ambushed, and they're trying to figure out.
Rita.
Yeah,
and so they're trying to figure out who did it. There's a guy who's got an army of children that all have knives and no ability to use them whatsoever.
Yeah,
and that's what they're trying to do.
That was cool that Dota scouted that they have a bunch of child soldiers or child assassins, and so then because I was like, oh man, weird that Dota scouting was kind of useless.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like in the hotel, and then they hear like a kid knock at the door, and they're like, this kid's gonna try and kill us.
Yeah, and then they're all just like immediately they're like, you can leave, and now everyone just pulls out their swords. That was badass.
That was rad. I love this show.
It's fun.
This is like my to be Hero X of the season.
I
where it's
was
like,
talking to Will Neff at Pickleball the other day, and he was talking to me about Sense to Be Hero. We both came to the conclusion that it's just kind of fantasy slop, but it looks pretty.
it's a little more. It's not like I'm invested and excited to see each episode,
Yes.
even if there isn't fighting now. I don't know if that's happened yet, but like, it's not like Elusive Samurai, where when there wasn't...
Which is just Edo slop.
Yeah, where there like wasn't an episode with great animation, I was like, oh, this is boring as hell.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm fully invested in like every single character. I'm invested in the world. I'm like intrigued by the lore.
Yeah.
The villains just got introduced and they're sick. Like,
Yes. I'm very happy that we're getting into like true, like lasting villains in Sense to Be Hero, because I'm like, I can finally assign a face to evil of this world that's not a gigantic amorphous blob.
yeah. I think it goes a bit beyond slop, but I could see how. I think this is Demon Slayer, where like a lot of people are like, oh,
Basic, but does the easy things correctly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've like played JRPGs, I've watched like fantasy. This is not the Suicide Squad anime.
Oh, no.
Fantasy world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that fantasy world is the most paint by numbers, like slop ass slop.
Yes.
And this is a world that like anytime I see a backstory, I'm genuinely engaged.
And that's actually a really good callback, because that was also a show that looked fucking great.
yeah, it looked really good.
So goddamn good. It was insane. Like,
Yeah.
that was like the best looking anime I've maybe ever seen. The fight sequences are nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
there
what's
go.
crazy?
What's crazy?
Well, I always feel bad when I cut you off, first off. I have a very
I never feel bad when I cut you off.
I know.
Oh.
I'm always nervous that I'm talking too much.
On this, the podcast of two people. Good.
Well, because I gotta talk 50%. And
yeah,
if
I'd say so, yeah.
sometimes we'll end the podcast, I'm like, oh, I talked 70. That was fucking
You
amazing.
think so? I
Yeah.
don't think you've ever had a podcast where you talk 70.
Sometimes we'll get TikToks made, and it's like just me talking, and I'm like, oh, I was a dick that day.
It's probably just because you're more compelling. You're better looking, you're
You
smarter.
put me in a trap here.
I've
I
absolutely-
can't accept or deny.
Bingo, bango, bango. That's my trap card, baby. You walked into it.
So anyway, I was trying not to interrupt you to say we have like an outrageous turnout right now. Not outrageous, but
Probably
like
because we don't sound like shit.
probably because we don't sound like shit.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny that the title is "The Boys Are Black Hole Sunning It"
Oh, 100%.
instead of something interesting.
What is like, what, 80 people in there?
Yeah, 80 people. It's usually like it's 69.
Yeah, it's-
Nice. It's usually 6 or 9.
There you go, I got you.
Dude, I miss when 6 was afraid of 7.
Well, but it's been a while since 7, 8, 9. You know? Like you
I still
forget-
remember.
I think probably 7's probably done his life term. You know, it's probably been 25.
Yeah.
And like, there's only one 9 to eat, you know? So like, he probably got paroled after like 22, 23 years. And when did you hear that 6 was afraid of 7?
When did I hear that?
Yeah.
I was probably like, my God, I was 8.
Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, it's about, we're heading towards 7 being paroled.
Yeah.
You know? So that's, you know, and listen, I think 7, he's done a lot. He's reformed.
Yeah.
He found the Muslim faith in prison. You know, he started leading after prison activities. And you know, like he reached out to Nine's family. And at first they wanted nothing to do with him, but he started reinvesting in the community that, you know, Nine raised in. And I think it's a gorgeous story about
This is
7.
very progressive of you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess
you're right. The real villain this whole time is 5, because what the fuck was he doing?
or
Just
8,
standing there
you
the
know,
whole time?
or 8, because like 8 kind of just like he was like a passive, like he was a bystander who didn't do anything.
I think in the lore of this bit, 8 can't exist.
No.
Or 8 jumps 9 with 7. Because 7 8's 9.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I think 8 is a number historically used for Nazis. I think that's like 88, 100%. You can look this up. It's a lucky number in the Chinese culture. 8 brings faith and luck and all of that. 8 is like 8 and 6s are 2 lucky numbers in China. 4 bad. But 8 is a bad number in Western culture, probably because of what it allowed to be done to 9. You know, and you know what they say? All it takes for bad men to succeed is for good men to do nothing, and that's what I think 8 was doing that day.
I'm going to go back to talking 70%.
Okay. And that was 7, 8, 9.
Spiraled out of my control.
Yeah, and that's Sense to Be Hero, ladies and gentlemen.
I liked it.
So that brings us. All right, that I think at this point,
I don't want to talk about Fire Force.
I think at this point we have to talk about Fire Force.
This is episode, let me see. Engage with chat. Get a pulse on how everyone felt about this week's Fire Force.
Spend the next 30 minutes saying this is the best episode of Fire Force ever made. How are you gonna feel about that?
Don't lump me into you.
How are we feeling about that?
Chat, when you see me just drowning in a puddle of my own sweat as we navigate this episode 20 of season 3.
Okay.
Where hope is.
Where hope is.
I disagree.
There's a lot of other things in this episode that don't fucking... Actually, that is kind of an appropriate episode title for this.
Okay, this is episode 20 of season 3 of Fire Force.
Also known as the Maki is the symbol of sex episode in season 3.
Let's take it beat for beat because it opens really cool.
Yes, it 100% does. So it doesn't open with Maki at all. Yeah. We get a IRL like video shot of, I'm assuming, the voice actress for the nun, who's one of the pillars, just hitting some Tai Chi poses and like talking about like how social media is like the corruption of the universe kind of thing. I was like, I think the creator of Fire Force has gotten some mean tweets over the last couple of weeks. And he was like, I'm putting 2 minutes in to tell everybody to go fuck themselves.
This whole episode was the fuck you mean tweets episode.
100%.
Because that's all the Maki shit was.
They literally led the episode being with like, you're going to be upset about this episode. I do not care about your opinions.
I loved the opening sequence. Having live action in an anime is like
unsettling.
It's unsettling.
Yeah.
And it like...
And it was even unsettling because it started the episode and I was like, this isn't what it should look like.
Yeah. It almost tricked me into being like, this is really good animation.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was animated, obviously. It's like clearly live action. But like, it's so different and so weird. I was like, oh, this is groundbreaking art.
Yeah.
You know?
I had a real rotoscope moment where I was like, why is this fucking 80 yard? And then it took me 35 seconds to come to the realization, oh, it's dubbed. Because I just never watched dubbed live action content. I always I do subtitles. Yeah. And I was like, why are her lips thought now? I was like, what? Fuck, is it trying to make me uncomfortable? It's like, oh, that's a Japanese woman.
It's not unwatchable dub either, though.
No,
because
it's close.
No.
It's close. It's for dub.
No.
Okay, fine.
The thing is that it's like meant to be unsettling and ominous, and so the lips not matching the words adds to that a ton.
That's why I thought it was intentional. Because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is unsettling to watch.
Yeah, exactly. It's not close, but that's like a good thing,
Fair,
I think.
yes. And boy, oh boy, is that kind of like the entire precipice of this episode where it's like, yikes, but also, is that what they were trying to do?
Yeah. Interesting use of the word precipice.
Why? What's wrong with precipice?
I just don't think that's how...
The entire point of this episode?
Yeah.
Precipice kind of works there.
What's precipice mean?
Like the precipice. It's like plan. It's like a synonym for plan.
For what?
For plan.
No. Precipice, when you're at the precipice of something, it's like the like...
Oh, the beginning?
Yeah, like the beginning of something?
A synonym.
Please.
It's a synonym for Inception? Is that what we're saying here?
I don't know anymore.
Hey, you guys want to do 6, 7, 8, 9 again, guys? I got 20 more minutes on who's responsible for 9's death. I'll do this all fucking day. Don't make me talk about Maki, please.
Fucking yeah, that's the cinnamon of the episode, I guess. But
speaking of Inception, fucking dreams within dreams here, baby.
Fucking yeah. So I thought all of that live action stuff was cool, and then we get to Maki, and we get to Assault comes back.
Assault comes back, kind of.
Assault's an awesome name,
Yes.
unless your rival is like a 16-year-old girl who's constantly losing her clothes.
Unless your weakness is literally 17-year-old ass and tits.
Yeah, then it's not that sick of a name.
Unfortunately. And then his clear opponent should obviously be Juggernaut. Because they both make giant fire missiles, and then Juggernaut just refuses to be relevant in any battle against Assault, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
And then Juggernaut still refuses to be relevant in this fight, even though he's one of the beloved characters of the franchise, and the only person who can fight against Assault is throbbing missile Assault. To catch that, to catch all of his attacks were throbbing.
Did you catch all the veins that the missile head had?
Listen, and that's the thing, is missiles are inherently phallic, and that's you can have a conversation about men run all these governments and they want the bigger missiles because missiles are an analogy for their penises, and that's why they want the biggest, hardest, longest metal missiles and why they put them on parades and shit like that. But to get into the meat of this episode, people are upset. And boy, oh boy, not for bad reason.
Are they? What people?
I've seen people online being like, this is why I don't watch Fire Force.
Got you. I was wondering if you were just extrapolating the one text we got from our editor, Stank, being like, skip this episode.
Stank says, you go ahead and skip this episode. And then you said something about being a recap episode or something.
Well, I was like, why? Is it a recap episode? And then Stank was like, no, it's just Maki being lectured for 30 minutes, which it's not.
No.
It doesn't really happen until like the end, like the latter half. But yeah, I was just wondering if you were like, a lot of people, including myself, will sometimes fall into a trap of like, I'll see one mean comment somewhere about something. I'll be like, everyone hates this.
Yeah.
You know?
The anime and the universe is falling apart here. But no, like one person basically was like, this is why I don't, like, I think they saw a lot of the clips and they're like, this is why I don't watch Fire Force. And then everyone was like, yeah, this is why I don't watch Fire Force. And like when any of these situations come up, I cannot blame anyone who saw this episode of Fire Force and was like,
yeah,
good. I'm good on that because, like, boy, oh boy, can I understand. That being said, like, was this the right way to go about it? There is an interesting conversational point to be brought from this episode, and I'm not saying they packaged it the right way because there is, like, you can see that they're, like, so close to trying to get something where it's like, we're trying to be like, oh, sexual liberty, there's, like, sexual repression, and this is the entire point of Sonda, right? It was like, oh, like, these sexual urges are, like, being repressed kind of thing, like, we're not allowing children to express themselves, and, like, there's this conversation happening between Assault and Assault's doppelganger and Maki, where they're like, desire is hope. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's profound. Like, if I can, like, you're like, oh, desire, like a desire for something, whether it be sexual or like a better life, is hope that like you can make it to the next day. And it's like, okay, so like by like suppressing all of your sexuality and tucking it away, you're saying, listen, I can never achieve the things I want to because I've already consigned myself to not doing it. That is a good message. Did it need to be packaged with fucking fan service of a 17-year-old? No, it didn't.
It's also like, I told you before the podcast started, I was like, this is my new Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Where I was in so many like loop-de-loop logic roundabouts.
Yes.
Where I kept being like, oh, that's a little progressive. Oh, no, don't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little progressive. Oh, what are you doing? That by the end of it, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're even saying anymore. It's like that with Attack on Titan where like, it's so fucking convoluted in its messaging that I'm like, I can't tell if you hate Jewish people.
I can't tell if this is pro-fascism or like a fucking like a real story trying to talk about the horrors of war and how genocide is never the option. I was like, hey, do you want Eren to squish people? Was that truly the only choice he had?
With this, it just comes off as like such a Reddit argument is my issue. Like, I hate the medium they use, or like the straw man they use, which is like the mother.
Yeah.
Because it's making this weird argument of like, oh, women hate like, you know, it's making this weird argument that like women are just jealous, like more modest women who don't have like supermodel bodies are jealous over these younger girls who are dressing like half naked and stuff on social media.
Interesting. Okay,
and that's like a weird misogynistic route to go with, where it's like, yeah, obviously there's like every single emotion has been felt by somebody, right?
100%.
Like it's unrealistic to be like, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Everything happens.
But using it as the way to build your argument is a little weird.
Using it as like the main thing to attack is like, why is this the message we're going with? Instead of like the fact that men are constantly like objectifying women who are like half naked, or like, you know, telling women that like giving women death threats for having like OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like, that's the real issue, is that like most of the shame towards women with like OnlyFans or women who like dress like promiscuously comes from men.
100%.
And so it's weird.
Comes from men who, mind you, want to fuck them. Like if they were given the opportunity, they 100% would.
Yeah, and so it's weird to be like, our whole stance is gonna come from like this angry mom scientist, you know?
Interesting. I thought, and that's just like another thing where they're like, oh, we're trying to be profound here. Like, and this was like, once again, one of those weird things where I'm like, we're doing something cool at the same time as like doing something egregiously wrong. Where I was like, oh, they do like a fourth wall breaker. He's like, I introduced myself to that fire soldier. I have a name, and everyone's forgetting this woman's name. They're like, you're like falling into this mob mentality kind of thing. It's like, and then they have this conversation. He's like, oh, but you're like a head researcher at Hajime. Like, is it so bad for her to be like half naked because like she worked hard on her body kind of thing? Like, oh, like, would you want somebody to take your job because they're stupider than you? Like, and it's like this weird talk of like, and he's like, yeah, like, sure, you can be born pretty, but you can also be born like smarter than somebody. And like, look at her body. Like, clearly she worked on that. Like, she's allowed to show it off. She's proud of it kind of thing. And I'm like, once again, oh, we're getting there, but like you're right. We're using this like older woman as like you're jealous and also like who's hot and in right now, 17-year-olds.
Yeah, well, it's also like because I agree with the messaging of like, yeah, there shouldn't be shame in people like showing off their bodies or being proud of like the hard work they put into their body or whatever.
Yeah.
Just anyone being proud of any like body type. But the show hasn't done any of that leading up to this. Like, that's the other issue, is that all of this messaging is coming out of nowhere from a character that's not Maki's character. Like, Maki isn't dressing, like, what? Because it's not... Promiscuously, I guess. Like, she's not dressing promiscuously to make this statement.
No,
like,
it's against her will every single time.
It'd make more sense for, like, Nami or someone to make that argument where it's like she's usually just in like pants and like a bikini top. And if someone was like, or if Sanji was constantly like harassing her and then someone was like, hey, why don't you dress more conservatively so Sanji fucking stops? And it's like, then Nami being like, first off, it's not my issue to like deal with
Sanji.
Yeah, like be mad at Sanji. His behavior is what's whack. Also, I like my body and I want to show it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Maki seemingly hates that her clothes are always flying
100%.
off.
Something she's not in control of that only ever happens when she's like around men and she's just like casually falling onto their faces in her bikini.
Yeah, so it really feels like this messaging comes out of nowhere and is like
the mangaka got like really angry with people being upset about Maki's character one episode. It's like, you guys don't get it.
Yeah, it's like wholly reactionary.
Yeah.
It'd make more sense for like Blair from Soul Eater, right? Like, who is also a pedophile, though.
Yeah, 100%. Not a good character.
That's the thing, is it's like, I also just don't believe this mangaka to have, like, good views on this.
The moral compass to figure out, like, these complicated, like, societal issues? No. Yeah. And I think, like, a really good, example of, like, a character who is, like, sexualized, but also, like, their sexualization makes sense in modern anime is Yuzuriha in Hell's Paradise, right? Because Yuzuriha as, like, a Konoichi from, like, that era, like, her number one weapon was sex appeal, right? And, like, that was, like, it's like, oh, cool, like, I have the ability to, like, make myself invisible, but at the same time, like, a big job, like, part of my job is making people fall in love with me and then taking them at their worst.
Right,
and so it's like, oh, Yuzuriha and her sexual nature is never called out as fan service because it's like, oh, this, like, is in line with who this character should and would be.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's got like historical basis, and she's a good character.
And it doesn't come out of nowhere. And it's also like Yuzuriha's of age. Yeah. I think this is the number one complaint everyone has with Miss Midnight. Because like, oh, Miss Midnight's kind of like the same thing where it's like, oh, but like she's just a woman taking charge of her sexuality. And you're like, of course, love that. Love that.
In a school
full of children that she fucking teaches. And it's like, there is a time and a place to take control of your sexuality. And being homeroom at 9 a.m. is not fucking it.
I know. Well, it's also, and if I can segue into my news real quick.
Oh, good. Yes.
Because, and I'll bring in the article, because that's my thing about like, this is a weird package to package this messaging in being like, oh, it's jealous women, you know, like being jealous towards younger, more promiscuously dressed women. Let me bring it up. The big fucking manga news going around.
Big manga news.
Fuck, I got...
Outside of people don't really like Majulo all that much anymore.
No? Why?
It's Gege being Gege.
Oh, man. Okay. The headline, this is from Polygon, but like everyone's talking about it. I'm only doing the Polygon article because it's easier to translate over podcast.
Gotcha.
Big manga artists pull their works from major publisher after sexual abuse scandal. A mangaka arrested for sexual... Oh, that's the subheadline. Okay. Over the past weekend, details emerged of a serious scandal that is rocking the manga world, leading to major authors removing their works from Manga One, the digital reading app of publisher
Shueisha.
Shogakukan.
Wait. Manga 1?
Manga 1.
Interesting. I thought that, well, the Manga Plus is Shueisha's.
Yes.
Manga 1.
I think Manga 1 sucks. One of them sucks. To use.
Manga Plus isn't great, if we're being entirely real.
It's like the high dive of reading manga.
Yeah.
It has been revealed that the publishing house, one of the biggest in Japan, rehired an author who had been arrested in 2020 for sexual assault of an underage girl under a false name to work on a new manga. So basically what happened was Manga 1, and there's a lot of like conspiracy going on. No one knows like fully how much Manga 1 was like involved and stuff.
Yeah.
But in 2020, this mangaka who did Shoichi Yamamoto, the author of Dakuten Sakusen.
Okay.
He was arrested in 2020. I also never heard of it.
Okay, good.
He was arrested in 2020. He was sexually abusing a 15-year-old for like a long time. And then he had to like pay a fine and do all this.
He
paid a fine.
You just say pay a fine?
Submitting to repeated sexual abuse over the course of years while Yamamoto was teaching art part-time at the girls' school. February 2026, he was convicted and ordered to pay 11 million yen, $70,000, in damages to the victim. So he paid a fine for repeated abuse of one of his students.
$70,000?
$70,000. Not a ton of money.
Listen, $70,000, I understand, is a lot of money to a lot of people. Years of sexual abuse. Yeah. And she got your average dual income household of pay
like salary
from a famous mangaka.
Yeah. Ooh. So that happened.
And listen, can I 2 seconds, yep. 2 seconds. For all of you people out there, listen, I understand that we run a podcast talking about anime and manga. We love a lot of Japanese productions and a lot of things about Japanese culture. For all of those of you who fetishize Japan as a country, it's reasons like this that I'm not like, oh, Japan's the best place to ever happen. This kind of shit happens a lot. Like there is so much leniency for those. And listen, we're having a time with it right now in our country as well. Really hard to throw stones from America.
Yeah, we're not doing great.
We're not doing great at it, if we're being entirely real. There is so much leniency for people convicted of not only abuse of minor, but also like possession of like CP and things like that. Like the mangaka of Rurouni Kenshin, who was found with 2 terabytes of CP and also just had to pay a fine, and also whose anime got picked back up after this news came out. So just be objective about the places that you like fetishize, because there's an underbelly to a lot of them, and in Japan it's actually quite bad.
Yeah, just hate most countries.
Hate most countries.
Yeah, most governments are bad.
Yeah.
But so anyway,
not Ireland. Ireland's good. Ireland is the one country that's cool. Yeah. Everywhere else has fucking skeletons in the closet. Ireland is the objectively most based country on earth.
I can't weigh in. I know nothing about any country.
I will die on that hill. I think Ireland's the greatest country on earth.
Well, even Ireland didn't think Ireland was that great. They've had like a bunch of civil wars, haven't they?
Fucking oof. He knows nothing about the Troubles. Do not. Okay. All right, not civil wars against Britain, but yes.
Okay.
Good. Continue.
What's it called? So anyway, kind of similarly to the Rurouni Kenshin guy.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy had to pay a fine. He was kicked off of, his manga was canceled, kicked out of Manga 1. Mm-hmm. And then Manga 1 allowed him to come back under a pseudonym, like a different name.
Because they knew they were doing the wrong thing.
To start a different manga. And people just found out about that. Mm-hmm. And now a bunch of manga publishers, I think one is one of them.
Yes.
Or manga, authors, mangakas.
Yes.
One who makes One Punch Man and Mob Psycho.
Yep.
He's like spoken out against this, and this article specifically is.
When I looked it up, I looked up Manga 1. I saw that the author of Ranma 1/2 and Frieren had pulled out, both of whom women.
That's where I was going with this. Is that I believe mangaka of Frieren has pulled their works. After news emerged, several manga authors spoke out publicly to criticize Shogakukan, including one. Many authors who have their works available on Manga 1.
One is a man, by the way, so.
Decided to have them removed, including Inuyasha's. You already said that?
Okay, Inuyasha is also a woman.
Rumiko Takahashi, who did Ranma 1/2 and Inuyasha.
Yep.
Kahito Yamada, So yeah, Frieren.
Yep. So that's 3 women.
And Ryuhei Tamura Cosmos.
I don't know that
don't
one, but
know
that
that.
sounds like a female name.
So anyway, that's the big news right now. And that's also why it just feels like awful timing to be doing an episode. Obviously, like, it's scheduled.
Yeah.
But it, like, I just couldn't stop thinking about, like, that news break while watching this Fire Force episode.
Yeah.
That is like, hey, get over, like, minors being sexualized in
100%.
anime. You
But it's
know?
like also it's so funny because we're so close, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, good message, wrong pack. Like there is of age women in this show you could have used to make this point, and you chose a 17-year-old.
Yeah, it is very similar to Sonda, like you were saying, in terms of messaging, where it's like, I do agree that, like, sexual repression, any repression just doesn't really make sense because it'll just, like, cause pressure and then it'll come out in some, like, dangerous way.
Yes.
But yeah, this is no Sonda.
No, because the thing is, like, Sonda doesn't send that message through the sexualization of their characters.
Right.
There's like they're talking about like relationships and hormones and like growing in, like going through things like puberty, like how terrifying puberty can be, and the fact that like in Japan they don't talk about the changes brought about through puberty because of the repression and fear towards sexuality. And that's the message they're trying to land here, just like, but like also being like, oh, tits and ass are great, especially when they're young and perky. And it's like, that's fucking not what we're looking for at all, actually.
Fight was cool.
Fight was very cool. Love a throbbing missile. Why
Love a
not?
big throbbing. Oh, the other thing, I brought this up earlier. Leaked.
Leaked. Yeah, why? Victor leaked.
It's just cracking my ass up.
Oh, yeah?
Episode. Because he was like, so the mom mentality thing was cool, where because no one remembered who she was, she got fucking erased
Yes.
from the story. And he goes, if you're watching in dub, yeah, he's like, yeah, that's right. I guess I don't really know anything about you. And then she disappears, and then he goes, she vanished.
He's like, my name's leaked, my name's leaked, my name's leaked.
like, was really horrified about it. It was really funny. Anyway.
It was a very good dub. Yeah, it's just one of those episodes where it's like, I don't know. You can see the attempt being made, but you're like, fuck, did you miss the point? So it's like, because it's like, man, do you have like it's so crazy because you know they think they're doing something profound, but they're just like not seeing their own faults.
No, it does. It comes off angstier than it is like I've had this intention since the beginning.
But the worst part is, the outrage may have been of exactly what they were looking for, right?
Okay.
Because they open up the episode being like, oh, the fucking like those who send mean tweets to this handle specifically on Twitter are all getting eradicated in the Great Cataclysm. And then they obviously do this episode where it's like basically talking about the outrage towards the sexualization of this character in this show, right? Thinly veiled, talking about how people dislike that Maki is sexualized.
Yeah.
And then they do it in the most outrageous sense. Like Maki basically retakes control over sexuality, drops her clothes. And that is the thing. Like it's like the episode that she takes her own clothes off. It's no longer an accident. She's retaking control of her sexuality. That is going to farm. It already has farmed a ton of outrage. And at the same time, you know, the mangaka is like smiling, kicking his boots up on the desk, and be like, ha, ha, ha.
He doesn't give a shit.
He's tipping his fedora forward. He's like, take that, libtards. You know, it's like that's exactly what's going on here.
He's also done. Like, he's not gonna make another manga.
He's made so much money. He's made so much goddamn money. He's already like so retired it hurts.
Yeah, I've heard he's not doing another. I liked it. Was like, yeah, again, I was in a constant state of like cautiously enjoying the episode because I was so confused by like the messaging.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone taking their clothes off in support of Maki. I guess like if you're gonna arc out this character, this is a good way to do it.
I also thought, I was like, fuck that. I was like, God damn it. That kind of works.
Yeah, it's like if I have to endure this character.
Yes.
And this is the conclusion of the show, this is the best way to do it.
Because then that brings us back to that hope, like desire is hope thing. And they're trying to make everybody in Japan hopeful. Right. And so like, oh, by like capitalizing on like one of the things that like keeps us going in life is like the desire for love and the desire for sexual intercourse is like, fuck, that makes sense for what they're trying to do right now. Yeah. Like it is objectively okay writing. It's just the packaging is bad.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So yeah, I don't know. Fucking I don't know. Like I said, if you drop Fire Force because of the episode, neither me nor Danny could ever hold that against you.
I think it's ridiculous. In the same way it's ridiculous to be like, oh, you're an idiot for finding Frieren boring. I think it's ridiculous to be like, you're an idiot for dropping Fire Force because of its fan service.
Yeah, 100%. Like I've never.
It's so reasonable.
100%. Like anytime, like we are objective viewers of media. We can like look at a thing and be like, oh yeah, no, this could make people not watch. I wouldn't show my friends Fire Force.
Yeah, it sucks because if Tamaki wasn't in it, it'd be the first anime I'd show
We've been saying
anybody.
Maki all this time. It is Tamaki.
I haven't.
I've been saying Maki. Maki's a very different character. Maki is the fucking buff one, Generation 2 witch.
They
awesome.
know.
They know. That's
What
fair.
they don't know is you're not dumb.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's next?
That's
That's crazy. I can't even begin to imagine what your number one will be. I don't know though. Actually, the top three are pretty.
They're all very close. The top three are three very fucking good episodes of
I
anime.
think the next one's JJK. You squunged just so hard. Here's the thing. Compare it.
We're having a wheat twile.
Compare it.
I didn't know Danny Motta got a job acting as Higuruma.
Compare it. It's because it's like maybe the second worst JJK episode of the season.
Oh, do tell.
Of season 3.
Oh, do tell, good sir. What
Right?
episode are we talking about, Daniel?
The one with Higuruma.
The one with Higuruma, yes.
I'm correct.
I'm aware. That's why I said you were.
Let's see. Jujutsu Kaisen. I liked it a lot.
Oh, great episode. Every episode of JJK has been great.
This has been a great season. I even like the TED Talk.
There's not enough people glazing JJK, and everyone is glazing JJK.
Yeah,
Like there needs to be more.
Every episode feels like a movie.
Dude,
feels like an event.
I saw how they were storyboarding all the shots. Like they had it was like notes on why they were doing certain things. I was like, oh, they're fucking directing this shit.
Yeah.
Like this is not an adaptation.
Well, yeah.
I'm aware that it's always being directed, but like they're doing like storyboarding shots and how they're gonna set up things. And like a lot of anime are just like, oh, we need to get like some animation between these two panels. You know?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. They're like objectively telling the story in a different way than the manga, but like also telling the story in the manga.
Yeah, have you seen some controversy with Higuruma that turned out to be idiocy? Where they changed the angle of him doing this, but it turns out they didn't. It's a different scene.
100%. Yes, it's just people who like there is the ongoing joke in the fucking JJK fandom that the JJK fans can't read, and it's only getting worse with Majulo. It's getting it's getting so bad with Majulo right now. And so yeah, everyone was like, oh, they changed it. No, they didn't.
This is episode 55, Tokyo Colony number 1, part 2.
Yes.
I don't know what episode, because I loved episode 1.
Yes.
Maybe episode 2, because they released 1 and 2 together, so it feels like it's one episode. Is 2 when he fights Yuta, though?
I think 2 is Yuta versus Yuji and Chozo versus Naoya.
Because that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty great. And then
3 is the Zenin assassination.
3 is the TED Talk.
Yes. Oh,
No.
3 is the TED Talk.
3 is the TED Talk, which is like...
The worst episode by proxy of being the TED Talk.
Exactly, which I enjoyed.
Yes.
4 is the Zenin Massacre.
Which is the best episode of the season.
No, maybe I disliked... This is the 3rd worst episode.
Because the first episode of the Tokyo Colony when Yuji is fighting against
Panda.
Propeller Head. Oh, you're talking about when they go to find Hikari.
I think when he goes to fight Hikari is probably the 2nd worst episode, no?
Because that's the episode where Panda, but is that the episode where he fights Hikari, or does that happen in the next episode after that?
And then next one.
When he's getting the shit beat out of him and then Megumi's fighting against Kirara?
Yes.
That's a fun episode.
That's episode 5. So episode 5 of this season, Yuji fights Panda.
Which is like Megumi pops up in a guy's shadow episode. It's fun.
But that was sick.
That was sick.
I liked this week's episode.
Yes.
Where do you rank it?
We're just trying to figure out what's the in a sea of incredible episodes. Where does this episode lie?
Because Megumi going fucking Splinter Cell on a dude was really hard. Then Yuji fights Panda, and I thought it was just okay.
It's fine.
People really stan Panda. I'm not there on Panda necessarily.
Panda's fun.
And then at the end he meets Higurumi and he gets fucking train doored into oblivion.
Hikari. Yes.
And then after that is maybe my favorite episode of the season where Megumi fights Kirara.
Yes.
And that's awesome.
And just all of the memes that came out of that were also incredible because everyone was like, "This is like that's not even her ability. Trans people can just do that." There was just there was a bunch of great, and they also added so much to that fight. Like it's very different from the manga. Like Megumi like gets crushed by her ability.
It's like awesome.
Yeah, by her ability, but he actually jumps into a car in the anime. Kirara doesn't do her fucking Mistborn ass coin flip in the manga. So much fun.
And then the next episode, which is last week's episode, was the propeller head one.
That's the second worst episode of the season.
I liked it. He fights a guy with a propeller
He
for
fights
a
a guy for 100%, 100%. And once again, sea of good episodes.
Yeah.
I would say it goes TED Talk, Propeller Head, Panda versus Yuji episode. This episode, Kirara versus Megami episode. Fucking but the first episode's also not that great.
It's really great. You're wrong.
You're right. Because that is the Chozo versus that's.
Folded like a fucking
You're
tortilla.
right, because that's the way like, there's like the whole red room and he's sitting on the staircase.
Look, we'll do it all at the end of the season.
We should do it all at the end of the season.
But I agree with your like low tier ranking where it's like, you know, TED Talk and then whatever you said. This is technically the fourth worst.
Yes. The Higuruma introduction episode. But fuck, is this a good episode?
It's good. It's cool.
So much fun.
It opens with the craziest statistic I've seen in my life.
Which was
99.9% of trials end in a guilty verdict in Japan.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I asked. I mean, according to Stank, it's real. I asked the group chat, and then Stank was like, yeah, that's real.
Their murder like, yes, like if it goes to trial, it's usually a guilty. But their like in terms of like how effective their police are, their murder solve rate is dumb low.
Really?
Their murder solve rate is insanely low.
I can't believe every anime isn't about this statistic.
About it being impossible to work through a trial.
Yeah, I can't believe every anime isn't about detectives being like, or detectives and public defenders being like, this is an actual impossible job.
Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, why is the conviction rate so high? Conviction rate in Japan exceed 99%.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But yeah, it opens with that, but it's real quick. It like flashes it at you.
I don't even remember that.
I was like, that's the craziest fucking statistic I've ever seen in my life.
So if you're on trial in Japan, fucking get used to sitting in some bars.
Yeah. Yeah, this was good. Higurumi's just fucking cool. And the tone of this episode was
dark.
Fucked.
Yeah,
which I loved.
You literally just see a guy being like, he has like optimism. He's like, we have to take these tough trials because like somebody needs to defend these people. And then they're like, yeah, but it's a lost cause. Like giving in. He's talking about like how justice is blind and how he's able to get off this like one kid who he's like trying to do the right thing, but he's like being taken advantage of by the system, which is like a real thing in Japan where it's like you're given a place to live, but like you have to pay the company that you work for to live there. And it's like the lower class of Japan is like in like almost like indentured servitude, and he's like trying to like drag this kid who's like slowly decaying in front of him out of the depths of poverty and this problem here, and society wants him to like go down for this murder of a mother kind of situation. And you just see it fucking weighing on Higuruma, and it just snaps. And then domain expansion, deadly sentencing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's been a minute since we got a domain expansion.
Oh, I love his domain expansions.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to learn about it next episode. It's going to be great. This is the first technical episode without the season 2 and season 3 director.
Yeah, not bad.
Still great.
I also heard if we could take a second for me to research something I should have already researched.
The amount of evidence needed to go to trial is so high that the prosecution is already able to nearly 100% certain that you are guilty. Also, the police torture confessions for people. Crazy. I read a TikTok comment that said, even if somebody's found innocent, you can appeal, and they're like, nah, never mind, throw you in jail. I mean, it's literally what happens with Higuruma's client.
All right, never mind. I'm ready.
Okay, y'all should watch Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright.
Only playing the games.
Yeah, they should make games off that.
They should make games off the Ace Attorney. Yeah, anime.
I wake up in a cold sweat every night ever since you told me Fate is based off a video game series.
Based off a fucking hentai video game.
It was my fucking rotoscope moment.
Yeah, it was a dating game.
Let's go.
Yeah, the 3 like Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Feel are the 3 ways you can end the dating game. It's all dependent on which woman you romance.
Crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, it is fun.
Fucking yeah, dude. The build-up for Higurumi was so
Higuruma.
Higuruma.
Yeah.
The build-up for Higuruma was impeccable. Like, by the time Yuji gets to him, and he's in a fucking boss arena, and that's before he activates his actual canonical boss arena.
Literally just like, first off, in a tub that is inexplicit. Like, how did he fill it? There is no hose to be found.
How'd he get it there?
You gotta, maybe deadly sentencing? You gotta assume it had something to do with a hammer.
Got a full clawfoot porcelain tub in the middle of like a movie theater.
Got all the stage lights on. How does he know how to turn those on?
Yeah, what? He's a
Why
fucking
is this
lighting
building still getting
technician?
electricity?
He's just lounging, soaking himself.
Oh, yeah.
Soaking himself so hard, he almost convinced me that it might be nice.
To just get all the day's stink off you? People do it.
Fully clothed?
I couldn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
That make me deeply uncomfortable.
He's like, have you ever bathed fully clothed? It's pretty nice. And I'm like, that suit's fucked, dude.
Oh, you're not. That's gonna go straight to the dry cleaner once you're done mopping the floor with 30 more sorcerers.
But yeah, he's just lounging in this tub, and maybe it's the lighting, maybe the tub's full of blood. Who knows? And then and Yuji's like, hey, help me end this culling game. And he's like, hey, you ever killed a guy? Because it's sick.
And like you see him being like, if it goes through the system, they might get away with it. If I kill him, don't have to deal with it, which is like basically the Punisher's entire gambit.
It was really cool. I'm just so excited. That's why, though, it's like, this is a setup episode for this guy. And it's a good setup.
Higuruma is a very important character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
It's okay.
I know. Yeah, very, very important character. I love him.
I know.
Okay.
I got the, anyway. But yeah, this was like a setup episode for this guy. And it was a good setup episode, and I really enjoyed it. This season is just like, it's like when we talked about season 8 of My Hero, and I was like, blank episode is the worst of this season. Unfortunately, every other episode is a 10 out of 10, you know?
It's like, if this happens to be a 9.2 episode, that means it's by decree somehow worse than the other masterpiece episodes.
I'm so excited for this guy.
I adore Higuruma. I also said, did you catch how much rotoscoping there was in this episode? Like, all of the background characters, whenever they took the faces off background characters and you saw them moving at like low frame rates, it looked like rotoscoping to me.
I didn't notice. I don't know.
There was actually like a lot of like all of the background characters in this episode are rotoscoped. I also love that Higuruma's backstory felt like an NYC sitcom. He's like schlepping work onto like his assistant's desk, and she's like, "We can't take this case, boss." And I was like, "Oh yay!" I was like, "I know where it's going, but yay!" I was happy for like 3 seconds. It was great. Deadly sentence reveal. Oh, and then I said, what do you think the goal? Because this is what they talk about. Big point of this episode here is like, oh, why did Kenjaku start the culling games? What do you think the goal of the culling games is?
Well, we're not supposed to know. At one point, Megumi is like, no, the guy Megumi talks to. We also
Guy
get
covered in paper.
Yeah, what did I say?
Reggie Star.
I was like, I just wrote, hold on, Megumi. This guy looks like he knows how to party.
Yo, oh boy, does Reggie Star know how to party.
That dude rules.
He's awesome. His ability, so fucking funny. I cannot wait for you to see it.
That guy's sick, but either he or Megumi posed the idea that Kenjaku is just like siphoning energy, like Tan, essentially.
Oh wow,
from Hell's Paradise.
Topical callback.
Siphoning energy. So it's basically like a big battery, you know, and he's just sucking it out of all the sorcerers.
Yeah.
But either Megumi or Reggie then reasons that doesn't make sense because it wouldn't make sense for it to be a death game. Like, he would want all of the sorcerers in the domes alive so he could keep sapping them. I don't know. Don't ask me what I think is happening in JJK. I'm better now. I'm better at it.
You are, but much better at it.
I'm not good.
The fact that you had an answer to that question at all is actually very impressive.
I'm not good at predicting anything that isn't like immediate.
It's widowy, my job.
Yeah, I'm not good at like. People are always like, "What's your theory for fucking?" Like, people will be like, what are your theories for season 3 of Hazbin Hotel? And I'm like, genuinely, I couldn't even begin to have one.
You're not going to believe this? Still going to be in hell.
Yeah.
Probably have something to do with accommodations, lodging even.
I've just never been good at, like, that end game level, like, grand scale prediction.
Yeah.
I'm good at, like, accidentally stumbling into something because I'll be like, wouldn't it be funny and dumb if this happened? And then it'll happen. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're not that good at writing.
I was going to say, can't believe. It's probably because there's a bunch of people like you in the writer's room who are like, wouldn't it be funny if X happened?
Yeah.
But yeah, great episode. Just so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to
6 or 7.
I'm going to say Hell's Paradise. Because I know how you feel about Frieren.
I'll give it to you. I'll give you Hell's Paradise.
You'll give me Hell's Paradise?
Yeah, these are like, this is neck and neck though.
These are two great episodes.
I'll just say, because we're on the topic of it, I think what propels the Frieren episode for me is the fact that it's like the best episode of Frieren ever.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. I understand. I know where you're specifically coming from.
Okay.
Because I know how impassioned you feel about this episode of Frieren.
Yeah.
I thought this was also a fantastic episode of Frieren. And to me, a fantastic episode of Frieren will always be better than a fantastic episode of Hell's Paradise.
That's so fair, and I feel that so much. I don't know what it is about Hell's Paradise, but no matter how hard it works, no matter how good it is,
It's a little brother.
yeah, I like can't.
Yeah.
There's something. Either it's like the aesthetics or like the fact that it just all takes place on this little island and like you see the end in sight, like from episode 1.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it'll always be this little underrated pocket anime.
Yes.
And I'm like, because this episode's great, and I'm like, why is this not huge? But at the same time, I'm like,
I can understand why it's not huge.
yeah, at the same time, like, if this was just on Adult Swim, I think I'd find it visually boring if something awesome wasn't happening instantly.
I have had this theory for a long time, and I think it's because the colors are too pastel-y.
I think it's the colors,
It's
yeah.
the colors are too pastel-y, and I like if it was like it's very like everything's very flowy, everything's very like the art style is gorgeous. We're not saying that it isn't, but like the colors are in such a way that they're very light and vibrant. You're out of water.
No, I just absolutely blasted my tooth
with a
with this glass
straw.
ass straw.
Yeah, that's my meth straw, baby. And so I do think it's because the colors are too like pastel-y and vibrant and floral, and that's why people can't really take it seriously.
It sucks though because the colors really work for it.
Oh, it's great.
Like, yeah, it's no matter how hard it works.
Yeah.
The world is just gonna be against it. Like, it's just an injustice of cosmic proportions.
Because here's the thing, there's a literal like anti-Demon Slayer movement, not like intentionally, but it feels as though like the most popular anime on Earth right now are actually going for darker color palettes. So like JJK is dark, Hell's Parrot or Chainsaw Man is dark, like even like Send It to Be a Hero, which we're like, oh, this is visually stunning, or like in terms of like the color palettes they use is very dark, as opposed to like, oh, Demon Slayer is like vibrant floral neon colors.
Yeah. You know what's funny though about Demon Slayer? It's all at night.
All at night, yes. But like there's just like whenever you see a breathing style, it's just fucking like color.
Yeah,
bang.
it all looks like a 4K wallpaper.
Exactly. It's like, oh, this should be on whatever that wallpaper app is.
Wallpaper engine?
Wallpaper engine, that's what it is, yes.
Yeah, I wonder if it's less in response to Demon Slayer and more in response to the My Hero backlash. Do you remember when people were pissed that the sky was blue in season 7?
Nope.
People were so mad. They were like, why is the sky so fucking blue and bright? And like, they were like, oh, Bones is trying to make it a kid's thing. Like, but they were just waiting to make it dark for season 8.
Yeah, it's just how it works. It's called like visual storytelling.
Yeah.
You heard of it?
But yeah, so we're talking about Hell's Paradise.
We're talking about episode Skibbity Doop.
Oh, fuck. I forgot that was my job.
Scoobity Deep.
Give me your notes.
My notes are, I said, it sure is convenient that there's a hinderer at every single one of the Lord Tenzin.
It's all stupid.
Every single time they're like, oh no, his wood Tao. Oh wait, I have metal Tao. I'll be able to hinder him. And it's like, man, this was random, but it's not starting to feel like it.
This is episode 21. Well, they broke off intentionally.
Yes.
But it is a coincidence that all of the living main cast members can hinder the Tao. Like that.
And that they didn't get like 12 fire Tao people and they're
like,
fuck, they're all water. The first gym's a water gym.
Yeah, it's super convenient, especially since they all entered this island having no fucking idea what Tao was.
Yeah.
And then again, I don't know if they ever answered it. How do we know who everyone's Tao is?
I think because
the baby
girl,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. That makes sense.
Baby what now?
Isamon?
Isamon?
A Simon?
No, not baby a Simon, the baby Tenzin.
Tenzin?
May, that's her name. Yes.
So much fucking vocabulary.
There's so many goddamn names in all these fuck ass shows. So this is the episode where we get it's like heavy on Jufa and Taufa's battle against Asachobe, Toma, Dragon Blade and the little Asaemon. And you see in this episode, the Dragon Blade, whose name is like Gentetsu Sai or something like that. That's exactly what it is, actually. He pops out one of his eye last episode. And then like, he's like struggling to get to the little Asaemon to save his life. And he's like, I need to see less. He's remembering like his ancestor, like his old master, who was like, weaker than him, it's smaller than him, slower than him, but always beat him. And he was like, the more you try to be, the less you can see, kind of thing. And so we just see the Dragon Blade, Gentetsu Sai, close his other eye. I was like, okay, cool. So he could have just closed his eyes whole time. Right. This whole time he didn't have to hook out one of them like a fucking fish.
It'd be funny if he's running towards her and then his eyes start to close and then he like sees him clearly in like fucking tan vision or whatever it's called. Or what's this shit called? Tau. He sees him in like Tau vision, and then he's like running, and then just stops his run, and he's like, "Oh God,
God, I forgot about eyelids."
It's like I didn't have to cut my eye out.
This really fucking hurt. Like he's like trying to like it's like the I've been watching Pirates of the Caribbean in the house. He's like that guy who, like spits on his eye, pops it back in. God.
Yeah, this episode was animated crazy.
So good.
They kept cutting to like Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack stills. They kept cutting to like really intense SpongeBob stills.
Where they're like punched in on their face and like they're oozing out of all of their pores. I don't remember that at all.
It's like they kept cutting and like all their outlines were hyper thick and they had a ton of detail and shit.
Are we talking about the Tenzin or we're talking about
everyone?
Like really?
They kept doing it. They did it to the dragon. They did it to the Tenzin. They did it when the guy was like, remember when that girl kind of snaps? Because the pink-haired one kept being like, I feel so bad for the humans. I don't want to keep making Tau.
Yes.
And then she makes this little boat to like bait humans onto the island.
Yeah.
And then he's like, are you cool with this? And then she's all detailed and weird. And she turns around and she's like, of course.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, humanity is lower than like the Doshi or like the like livestock. We should use them. Yeah. What a cool backstory for Jufa and Taufa. Also, they're Kiku, whatever transformation, like where it's like they're two of them, they slap together and they're in different slabs, and the little Asaemon is like, is this hot for anybody else? Is anything? He was like, it's like alluring and sexy but dangerous at the same time, and it's just like three huge bodies slapped together in an eldritch monster. He's like,
I know, he was like, the epitome of sexual appeal. It's like,
you're like fucking aware.
I was like, that's a crazy self-report.
Yeah.
I'd love if Gotetsu just turns to him and he's like, what did you just say? Like,
do you want to leave this? Are you happy here specifically?
It's like, it looks like a heart somebody like ripped open and splayed out.
Yeah. I also love that we get the backstory of Frieren, like finally, like he's the first person to change. He was like the first Lord Tenzin, and he's like coaching up all of these Lord Tenzin. And he's like, well, you're gonna stretch in the corner. You're gonna like do breathing techniques. And then he's like, you two, the reason you were raised together is so you could fuck for eternity.
Yeah, right.
And then I was like looking at them. They were kids, and they like immediately aged them up. And I was like,
well.
Woo! Yeah. And then I was like, nope, never mind. That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I loved.
But like they are the bad guys. Like we're not
for sure.
We're not gonna sit here and be like, it was weird of Frieren to do that. Like he's the antagonist.
No, I loved it. I thought it was so fucked, and it was like I like that they explored that it was fucked, like that they don't want to do it, 100%. And that they like him becoming an adult was like painful.
Yes. It's like Sonda. He's like, please stop changing my bones.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that season 1, you're taught that all of the Tenzin are basically one guy.
Yeah.
And they're split up. And now I think it's interesting that they're like, oh, there's dissent within that one guy.
Yeah.
And that some of them, and it was cool that like the anime felt like it knew the weight of pairing two of these children for Bojujutsu.
Yes, 100%.
Like, it knows it's fucked up, which felt really cool. Like it saved it for the last, and they were kids, like you said, and then he painfully adultifies a dude, and then he's like, get fucking forever. And then I also like that, they develop more of a bond with each other than anyone else.
They're like, I'm
obviously.
happy that I would like this was with you kind of situation, but they're still like, while they're fucking, they're talking about like how they don't want to turn humans into Tau and shit.
And then she like snaps, like, it was all
It's a great episode. It's a really good background, very good character writing, really good action.
And next episode seems like it's going to be hype too, because they're like, one last Tenzin, you know?
Yeah, they're literally just getting like, we are Tenzin. Yeah, we're Tenzing it.
What are we, some kind of Tenzin?
Yeah, it's like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. And then they dap each other up from across their own body. Yeah, which brings us to our last episode of the week here, which is our best episode of this week. And Danny Motta's finally come around on Frieren, not because the story has changed or because we finally got into the arc that we've been building towards for the entirety of season 2. No, because he's finally seen the light.
No, things have changed.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, everything's different.
Yeah, you're right.
This was awesome.
Yes.
But it's because it felt like a JJK episode.
Yes, 100%.
The tone was so fucked.
Can I give you some plot here?
Okay.
So the first all of those episodes are like, we're just doing episodic, like, lesson of the weeks.
Yeah.
That is like it's the journey, like,
yeah, they're on their way to the Northern Plateau.
Yeah, it's the continued journey to the Northern Plateau arc. We have now just entered into the longest arc of Frieren. So everything from this moment on is going to be like, oh, we're actually building towards something.
Yeah.
So for all of those who are like, man, when is Frieren going to get interesting in season 2 here? Now is the answer.
This dude's awesome. This fucking Colonel Mustang ass dude.
Yep.
He's great. His partner's great. I don't know their names. It was like Groot's.
It's a
I think Baby
Genau.
Groot.
Genau.
Yeah.
Genau and Methode. That's her name.
Awesome name.
Yeah, great name.
Methode.
2 good names. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got this fucking like weight to him that no other Frieren character does, and that's what like Frieren is just not.
It's
like,
optimism slop.
It's Frieren is a bit
What
of
is this
optimism.
fuck ass optimism slop?
Frieren like isn't really like to my taste because everyone they meet, they'll be like, bats ate my daughter, but you know what? We had a great time together before that. It's like,
You know what? Those bats also eat mosquitoes. I'm just happy they're full.
yeah, it's like,
And then Frieren's like, fuck, Himmel got eaten by bats. I remember it all.
yeah, that is how it would go. And then Fern is getting eaten by bats, and she's like, get him off!
And she's like, oh, my secret belt, my bat killing spell.
Frieren's like, actually, Himmel didn't mind it. In the end.
When it was just his feet left, he was happy.
Yeah. He didn't have to take that long walk up the mountain anymore. But like, yeah, so like my ideal fantasy is when like everything is fucked and everyone's being fucked over by somebody else.
Yes.
So it's cool to have someone who feels like they've got like the weight of like a life's worth of depression currently affecting them.
Yeah.
Like to meet a guy who hasn't arced into like, oh, well, as long as I get 2 marshmallows a night, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was just fucking sick. Oh, and he goes through, so he goes through this attacked village and it's his hometown.
Yes.
And he's like so fucking synapsed burnt that he's like, I guess I care.
Yeah.
And he like finds a dude who's still alive and he wasn't gonna help him, but he won't let go of his cloth. So then he carries him and then he feels him die and continues the conversation.
And he lies to him. That's the thing. Like he picks up his it was like the son of a baker who made really bad bread, and he was like, I'll never get to eat his bread again. But he's not like sad about it. He's like, oh, but there's this level of weight where he's like, he made bad bread, but I'll never get to eat it again. And you're like, oh, that's heavy. And then while he's carrying him, his last words is like, what about everybody else? Are they all still alive? And he's like, he sees that he's dying. He sees that he's not going to make it. And he's like, yeah, they're all okay. And then he keeps talking to him. And you're like, is that for him or is that for the dead guy? And I'm like, he's such this like complex character. You're like, oh, he's not feeling. But at the same time, like, obviously this is a weighty moment. Like, what does this mean to Genau?
Yeah, it's so interesting because it feels like he wants to be like, I don't care. Like I've been through too much to give a shit. And now I'm just like this husk. But clearly he cares.
Yeah.
And he like, yeah, it's so
Were you
good.
on like the edge of your seat this entire episode? Because I was.
Yeah.
I don't think Frieren does. I think Frieren does slow burn better than any maybe piece of media I've ever watched ever. Like, because I'm like, that entire episode, there's no fight. There's no fight. He just dusts one low-level demon in the beginning, and then just like the rest of it,
like this.
Yeah, literally, just like
he's mustanging at him.
Yeah, literally, just like points him away. The guy's like, "I have kids," and he's like, "I've heard that before." I just love that we keep enforcing the fact that like demons just fucking lie. And then but the entire episode is like he's like placing a barrier seal on the church. There's no action, but I'm just like, I need to know what they're doing. I need to know what they're getting into because it's so fucking. The storytelling is so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome, and they talk slow. They talk so slow, and I don't care.
Yeah. This is the best episode of Frieren, I think, in terms of like my specific tastes. Then at the end, they're like the demon had 4 swords. That shit's sick.
Eat your heart out, Zoro. Get fucked. Oh my god.
I love I like how they deduced that too. That's kind of cool.
It's like Stark and Methode like trying to be like, no, this doesn't make sense from like a swing perspective.
Yeah, and they go back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love if like the show just leans into the memes of Frieren being like unbelievably racist and like you'll just see her like mowing through demons, just like splitting them in half, like down the collarbone.
This is the only way that deserve to go. And it's like, Jesus Christ, there's children watching.
Yeah.
God, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so there's not a lot to talk about.
I know. I'm realizing that.
It's like from an action, like there's not a whole lot to talk about outside of the fact, it's like, fuck, Frieren's really good at telling stories, and that's the reason you watch it.
I just hope. I love this tone, and I want it to stay here. And I know I'm the only person on Earth who feels that way.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone loves the optimism slop.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I love just a fucking Aki from Chainsaw Man ass dude who's like, this life sucks, but I'm going to keep living it.
God, you're going to love the rest of Aki's story. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you to engage with You're going to be... Yeah, I think you might... If you get a tattoo... If I could see you getting a tattoo of one anime character, I could see it being Aki. Because I want an Aki tattoo.
It's cool. Maybe I'll get the Easy Revenge or something.
Oh, Easy Revenge cigarette on like a finger. Like that would be... Oh,
just
my God.
Doing suckies.
Yeah, you're... right here.
Yeah.
Easy Revenge. Yeah, you're like, you've lost the plot of Himeno entirely.
That'd be tough.
All right, well, that is all the anime that we have to talk about, which means that we do have some games that we could play, or
How long has this been going?
2 hour and 36 minutes. Or we could get into my best boy.
Let's get into your best boy.
You want to get into my best boy? You want to do a game this week?
We can if you want, but we also have to do Patreon.
We also have to do Patreon. Yeah. We're watching the second live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, so
if you guys want to see that Scooby-Doo goodness, that Scooby-Dooby-Dooby, that's what we're doing this next episode here. Is this one also directed by Jonah Hill? I don't remember his name.
Yeah, this one's written and directed by Frank Sinatra.
Good. Scott Foster. All right, so we have 3 games that we could hypothetically play.
So you do want to play one.
I'm just going to tell you what the games are, and you tell me if any of them excite you to the point where we're like, damn, we should get that.
Okay.
We have, hey boys, 3 games for today. Guess the character from Tinder profile. Kind of like the one that we played at ColossalCon. Second is guess the anime from the Google translated plot again. Third is Chomp Chuck Fuck Pokemon Fusions again.
Maybe.
More, by the sounds of it. This was
it.
sent on February 23rd. Do any of those excite you to the point where you want to do them today?
I mean, they're all incredibly exciting. I'm just gonna be so sleepy for the Patreon.
Well, then let's do
next week.
We'll do it next week. My news, or not my news, my best boy, I don't have news this week, is the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Because we were on Prime Video the other day, and there's like this really popular movie right now called Bluff. And it's it's Billy Butcher from The Boys, whose name I refuse to know, and then
Gerard Butler.
Not even remotely close.
Excuse you?
Not Gerard Butler. The Boys from The Boys. Billy Butcher, the guy who plays him. He's also in Lord of the Rings. He's like one of the Knights of Rohan. He had a great hairpiece back then. And then the lady who got married to one of the Jonas Brothers. Very, very talented.
Carl Urban.
Urban and the lady who married, I think, Nick Jonas.
I have no idea.
Maybe. But anyways, so don't know either of their names, but it's a pirate movie. And I was like, oh, pirate movies are back. And I put it on. Claire and Dorothy are at the house. And I was like, they were like, we've never seen a pirate movie. I was like, you guys never seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
And they'd never seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean. And I was like, holy shit, that's huge. We need to watch all of the movies. Yeah. And those movies are so goddamn good.
They rip.
They're so, and listen, they get worse. Every movie gets worse, substantially.
Yeah.
1 is peak media. 2, very good. 3,
everyone's a crab.
No, everyone's a crab. Everyone's the wettest you've ever seen. Filming that must have been a goddamn, the amount of makeup. And like a lot of it is like CGI, like the CGI level for 2006 and 9, crazy.
Yeah.
But man, everyone's wet. Everyone's covered in starfish and barnacles. And then like fucking Bill Turner, William Turner becomes the captain of the Flying Dutchman at the end. We've just finished 3. It's a 3-hour movie.
Oh, you're done with the good ones.
4 and 5, I've never seen before. I've heard are bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're like bad, or like still kind of fun to watch.
5's like god awful. I haven't seen 4 in a minute, but I think it's just bad.
And
so
when
they do just keep getting worse.
When you look up the rankings from like 1 Rotten Tomatoes and 2 everyone talking about them, it is literally just every single one gets worse.
I think the second one's the best one, in my opinion.
The second one's the best one too.
You fucking didn't say that.
I said the second one's the best one because it's got the huge wheel sequence.
It's got a big wheel.
Which I think is to this. I think Pirates of the Caribbean has some of the most iconic cinema sequences in history.
Yeah.
There's fucking Jack Sparrow running down the beach with all the eyes on his face, and there's the entire crowd of people following him. Yeah. The wheel sequence fucks. Yeah. And the third one, there's a guy walking down the stairs as his ship's destroyed by the Flying Dutchman.
Oh, yeah.
And the fucking Black Pearl, which is awesome.
Yeah.
There's so many iconic, like, there's so many, like, it's almost like Jackie Chan-esque. Like, it's like very physical.
Really creative.
Like, very creative action sequences. And then, like, the boating sequences. Those movies must have cost a loose quintillion dollars to make.
Yeah, they seem like the worst movies to make ever. You got to be on a fucking boat the whole time.
And then they're taking these boats to like the middle of the desert for these set pieces. I'm like, holy fucking how are they building it? Crazy.
Yeah. I love the second one. It's like scary for some reason.
Oh yeah. And like they're like, oh, you know what? Your father's bootstrap Bill, because we strapped a cannonball to his ankle and threw him down into Davy Jones' locker. Why is Davy Jones Scottish, by the way?
He's so fun. I like that he's like a weird, like...
Lover boy?
He's like a weird, flamboyant, like, theater arts teacher.
And he's just playing the organ until he falls asleep. Well, yeah, until he falls asleep every single day, and then he just kills dudes by shoving his tentacles up their mouths. I love that the East India Trading Company are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. So good.
Do you like the bit in the very beginning of the second one? The captain of the East Indian Trading Company is there to arrest Will Turner on his wedding day with Elizabeth Swann. And he's like, I have a warrant right here for his arrest. And Elizabeth's dad's like, this is an arrest warrant for Elizabeth Swann. And he's like, oh, is it? That's annoying. Arrest her too? Like...
It's so good. It's so goddamn good. And then they introduce like Singaporean like pirates in the third one and all that.
Yeah, the world building's nuts.
They build out like there's pirates from fucking ever. There's Japanese pirates. There's French pirates. It's so much fun. Yeah. And like a lot of the action sequences, I just feel like you don't see wide sweeping action sequences like that anymore. Like I just like the set pieces are so impressive. And like you get it a little bit in like the One Piece live action, but I feel like we'll never get that sequence where like a huge wooden wheel is rolling down a hill and you know for a fact there's actual stunt doubles in there like holding on like it's a fucking like Cirque du Soleil like piece. It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It like really feels like a blockbuster. Like you see where every dollar went.
Are those the best Disney made movies ever?
Oh, I don't know if I am allowed to say that, but
what?
Yes!
Yeah, baby. Well, then what will it be?
I don't know, some Pixar shit?
You think so?
Yeah, like an Up or something. I don't know.
Are they the most impressive Disney made?
Probably.
That feels like it comes from an era when Disney actually gave a shit about the movies it made.
I can't imagine it being like not the hardest movie ever to make. The costume design is insane.
And then the costumes look good because they look dirty and they're like ripped up and like it's not like with like new movies now like The Witcher and all that. I'm like, why is everyone so fucking clean?
Everyone's so clean. I know. Like when Jack's on that island where he's got like the eyes painted over his eyelids.
Yes.
The costume design's insane on like every single person.
And you know they had to make like 4 of them because like it's like every time there's a costume in a movie, they have to make like 6 of them.
Yeah, right.
And so they like the costuming cost of that movie must have been asinine.
No, it's insane. That's sick. I guess speaking of pirates, I've been watching season 1 of the live action One Piece with my mom.
Have you not? I've
seen it,
okay.
But we're like she watches the podcast.
Gotcha.
So we're watching that right now. And we watched episode 1 yesterday. The dude who plays fucking Helm Leplo.
Yeah.
Horribly miscast.
Oh, it's very bad.
What do you think I mean?
In terms of like, he needs to be what, like snottier? Like,
no, he's so snotty. I think he's like, performance he's doing well. That guy's the only guy on Earth who like has Oda head. I'm not talking about Oda's blowing him. Because he's not.
What do you mean? Like he has like Oda's head to body ratio?
He looks like every dude with like Shanks's head proportions. Because Oda has like 3 different heads he knows how to draw.
Okay.
And it's like...
For women, it's 1, but yes.
For women, it's 1. That dude who plays Helm Eppo in the live action One Piece has that head where it's really big on the top and then a really short jaw, but the biggest mouth on earth.
Uh-huh. Oh, he does have a huge mouth, doesn't he?
Dude, he looks like they should have made him Shanks. You make that hair red, he looks like Shanks.
Oh, especially when he had the long hair. That's not a bad Shanks cast. That really isn't.
He looks nothing like Helmeppo.
Helmeppo? I mean, but nobody looks anything. Have you seen Helmeppo?
Helmeppo should be like, he looks like
Helmeppo
he's
should
40.
be kept in a cage because he bites. Like Helmeppo should have whatever they put on fucking, I'm forgetting his name, Silence of the Lambs. Like that's,
Oh, Hannibal Lecter.
Helmeppo gets kind of hot later. Not hot. Not,
That's a different man.
It's better.
Yeah.
I mean, but so is Kobe after the time
True,
skip.
Yeah, this dude, he just has the head. Like, he looks like Zorro when he's doing a big, like, Should have made him Zorro.
Yeah, that have been. I'm sure people would have loved that. Yeah, the white blonde guy ends up as the one canonically Japanese character. Yeah, Oda would literally have died so he could roll over in his grave.
Yeah.
You already did your news.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our favorite section of today's
Love
podcast,
letters.
Love Letters, where we poll our live audience to ask this question that we answer here live on the podcast. So if you guys ever want to ask a question that we answer here live on the podcast, or get access to do additional hours of content every single week, or the additional content we've been putting in our episodes recently for Patreon exclusive fans, there's been a lot of new ones heading into the Patreon, which we've appreciated very much. We love giving you guys that additional content. It means the world to us. It means we get to spend more time focusing on the podcast. You guys can become a member of the Patreon for $5 a month. Dude, I looked up the highest grossing. Do you know who the highest grossing actors of all time is?
I assume Matt Mercer is going to be the
It's
twist.
not Matt Mercer.
It's Johnny Depp?
It is not Johnny, because I thought it would be Orlando Bloom, right? Because I was like, oh, all right, but think about it. Think about it.
He's in fucking 6 movies.
He's in all 3 of the Lord of the Ring movies, which made $1 billion each. And then
that didn't go to Orlando Bloom.
okay, but like, I'm not saying like who's been paid the most. I'm saying who's been in the movies that have made the most money. That's what I mean by highest grossing.
It's fucking The Rock.
It's not The Rock. It's not The Rock. It's not a man either. Well, it is technically a man if you count cameos, but like in terms of like has a major role, identifiable role in the movies, it is not a man.
Is it a woman?
It is. That would be the logical second choice. Yes.
Well, you said technically a man. Is it Elliot Page?
No. That would be crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Juno's raking it in.
Juno's huge, dude. No, the highest grossing actor right now is Zoe Saldana.
Oh, Saldana?
Saldana. It's Zoe Saldana, who's grossed something like, I think it's like $18 billion.
Right.
Because she's been in
Avatar.
Avatar, Fire and Ash, and then she's been in like all the Avengers movies because she is Gamora.
Yeah.
And so because she's Gamora, who's in all of those movies, and then also she's in Avatar, it's like $18 million. Unfortunately, the rest of the list is all just people who have been in adventures shit.
Right.
It's like, it's fucking, it used to be,
Robert?
No. Speak English, motherfucker. English. Do you speak it?
Samuel L. Jackson.
It used to be Samuel L. Jackson because he was in Star Wars, Avengers, and then he was also he was a voice actor in The Incredibles. So like he was at like 15 billion. So it's mostly like Chris Pratt, Zoe, them.
All the Chris's.
But if you count cameos and or voice acting roles, number 1 is Stanley at 30 billion. Number 2, do you have a guess for who would be the highest paid voice actor of all time?
Tom Kenny.
Tom Kenny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know who that is.
Steve Blum?
It is Alan Tudyk.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you count cameos and voice acting roles, it goes Stanley at $30 billion, Samuel Jackson at $28 billion, and then $10 billion short of that is Alan Tudyk.
Wow.
Who, for those of you who don't know, is Dr. Phosphorus in, what is it?
Mayhem Boys.
Not Mayhem Boys at all. Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
And then he's also in, he was also the invisible guy. Or no, he was like the main bad guy in the DC one, which was also about bad heroes. That had the guy who was the whale. Fuck.
Why wouldn't
this is
you
the worst
look
segment.
this up?
This is the worst segment we've ever done
Awful.
ever. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, it's Alan Tudyk, and then there's a bunch of other ones there. But yeah, so the highest grossing like real actor who's not including voice actor roles, Zoe Saldana, then
Nice.
Scarlett Johansson.
I knew that.
And then Samuel Jackson, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Pratt, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise feels like the only one who's earned it. Can I be fully for real? Tom Cruise should be number 1. He earned it. Because it's like movies he's directing, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. And he's also constantly almost dying.
And then it's Vin Diesel. Like it's Chris Hemsworth, then Vin Diesel.
Doesn't deserve
also,
it.
How dare you, Vin Diesel, 100%.
You should have to, like, need to know how to act to be on this list.
The podcast is breaking up after this episode, 100%. But yeah, it's all Marvel heroes. Yeah. Colonsis asks, who would Jack Sparrow be if you put him in the One Piece universe?
You know more One Piece than I do. So.
And I just watched Pirates of the Caribbean, the first 3 movies back. People will be like, oh, it's Luffy, because Jack Sparrow's the main character, Luffy's the main character, but it's not. Jack Sparrow is constantly trying to backstab literally everyone in his life.
Yeah.
Like, there's like Jack Sparrow and Will Turner are both like bad people. And like, you just have to decide which of those 2 bad people is more charismatic. And it's Johnny Depp, it's Jack Sparrow every single time. I don't like Will Turner. I think personally.
Why is he a bad person?
It's just because he's trying to backstab Jack Sparrow. And I'm a
Jack Sparrow's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy, but I like him because he runs funny and he's always talking about and I'm a big Jack Sparrow truther. Anyways, so he would be like somebody who's like kind of like bad adjacent. If Jack Sparrow was going to be anybody in the One Piece universe, it would be like Eustace Kid. Eustace Kid is a character you do not know.
Big arm.
Big old metal arm. And then like his crew loves him. Everybody in like Jack Sparrow's crew adores him, which I love. I love a well knit together crew. And like Eustace Kid has like a morally gray, like he's got Killer on his team, who's just a guy with hooks for arms, who's literally just known for killing people. Yeah. And so to me, if he was going to be anybody, it'd have to be a morally gray character like Eustace Kid.
All right.
Who would you think? With your limited One Piece knowledge.
Sanji? I don't know. Jack Sparrow's pretty horny.
He is pretty horny. He does kiss Elizabeth, but then she literally handcuffs him to the mast and he gets eaten by the Kraken.
Yeah. He's always getting slapped by women.
He is always getting...
Yeah.
And Sanji's always getting slapped by...
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty good pull.
Yeah.
He never cooks.
Who else is he gonna be based on the guys I know? Fucking Usopp?
Crocodile.
Buggy. Boom.
Buggy's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's Buggy.
Buggy's pretty good.
Jack Sparrow would need a fruit that makes him semi-immortal. You know, like that dude's not really
like the slap fruit. Like every time he gets slapped, he gets stronger or something.
Yeah.
He's just gotta slap himself up a bunch.
Well, I like
He'd have
Buggy's
the rum fruit.
He would have that.
I like his body is rum, and then he's just pouring himself in people's mouths and getting them hammered and killing them. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not what I
surprised.
thought it would be, but I thought it was gonna be like a drunken fist type deal, where the more he drinks, the more
stronger he
skilled
gets. That could also be really sick. All right, that's all we have this week, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate checking in for another episode of Otakus Anonymous. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one. We'll be playing some games in the next one when me and Danny are trying to rapidly catch up with all of our Scooby-Doo related needs. But until the next one, guys, we love you. Goodbye.